Radiocarbon dating, like DNA, the language of life, and like irreducible complexity, radiocarbon dating, and truly all radiometric dating based on the radioactive decay of certain isotopes of certain atomic elements, radiocarbon dating is another irrefutable evidence of creation and a clear rebuke of the lie of evolution. So the previous two examples of evidence concern evolution itself, but what about the time scale, the millions and billions of years? Doesn't radiometric dating or carbon dating support the old Earth, old universe view that evolutionists hold? No. In fact, radiometric dating like DNA and the irreducible complexity of cells and living organisms, as well as with all actual science, supports the biblical creation model of origins. Radiometric dating supports what God says in the Bible about the age of this universe. Lisle gives the example of carbon dating. We tend to think that carbon dating shows the Earth's millions and billions of years old, whereas in fact, as Lisle writes, carbon dating always gives ages much less than this, even on things that are allegedly millions or billions of years old. And the reason is that the carbon-14 isotope, which is a radioactive isotope of carbon, is short-lived. Carbon-14 is unstable. It decays into nitrogen constantly at a rate of about 5,730 years. This is called its half-life. You may remember from high school science. That is, once a living creature dies, the amount of carbon-14 atoms in that creature dissipates at a rate of 1/2 every 5,730 years. That means there would be so little carbon-14 in a dead creature after 100,000 years that it would be undetectable. And it means that not even one carbon-14 atom would be left after 1,000,000 years. And this fact is so devastating for the old Earth, millions and billions of years view, obviously, since the reality of carbon-14 alone means the fact that it exists in, all sorts of vestiges of life from the past. It means that fossils, right? It means that no fossilized living creature can be more than 100,000 years old because we can detect carbon-14 in those fossils. And it shouldn't be there if millions and billions of years were true, but it is there. So that refutes the old Earth position. But it gets worse for the millions and billions of years view and better for the biblical creation model of about 6,000-year-old universe because many substances that according to the old Earth view formed millions of years ago, including coal and diamonds, are full of carbon-14. That means that coal and diamonds must have formed thousands of years ago, not millions, because they're chock full of carbon-14 that shouldn't be detectably present at this point. Shouldn't be present at all at this point if they formed millions or billions of years ago. So once again, as we see, the biblical age of the universe of about 6,000 years is affirmed by all the evidence, not the myth of evolution.